with your soul's heart, the real heart, the true heart that echoes the vibration of who you are. And I'm only speaking this, folks, because it hurts. It really hurts to see people living every day hurting, struggling, and knowing. I can't even focus on making money for myself without feeling like I want to make sure that my end goal doesn't just benefit me, because everybody around me is hurting. It's not just me who needs to make money. Everybody has to make money constantly. Think about it. That's all our lives are about. Imagine if we could just go around collecting food, enjoying our technology, evolving our lives, and not having to actually make money. We would all still work. Everybody works. You got to work to survive. You can't just sit there and have food force-fed to you. And honestly, I think that should be illegal. I think laziness should just be illegal. Not being relaxed, not being in a vacation mode. I'm talking about laziness. Like, shit needs to be getting done, and you're just like, no. Or you're so fat that instead of walking extra and parking across the parking lot, you park closer and get in one of the little fucking go-karts, or you pull up to the curb and say, hey, I need you to give me a go-kart, and then go park in the handicap, because if you're fat, you develop disease, and you can get a handicap sticker. I'm just saying, and I'm really sorry, folks, if I offended you. It's just, for me, I personally cannot get too fat because I start to feel sick. I start to feel pain, like really bad in my abdomen. Again, I'm very jealous, and that's where all this comes from, is I've held my tongue so freaking long because I'm just jealous and angry at the world, and I can't be any longer. I love people. I love this beautiful world that we've been given. I love the human body. I think it's so fascinating, not sexually, but the real aspect of what the human body is, and how many cells are inside of it, and what it's composed of, how it functions, and how it's a walking laboratory, everybody. You got to be careful. We're scientists. You got to compose the right chemical construction so your body gets what it needs, and you're not over exceeding or wearing it down or giving it too little. And that's the funny thing, with focusing on music and making it a part of your life. I think you'll be amazed to see how much it really does affect you, and it really does change you if you try to listen to something different. That you can see, okay, so this obviously provides more of a relaxed vibe. Like, think if you always listen to like happy-go-lucky music, right? And then you find yourself crashing really hard, and then you've got to listen to the music, that will show you that you don't have a calm, and you have to balance. And that's why, for me, I personally listen to everything. Sometimes when I'm at my highest stress, I throw on classical music. And the first thing I do is, I don't want to listen to this. But you know what? If I sit and listen to it for a couple minutes, I'll start to feel better. I'll start to hear clearer of what I feel and not what I'm thinking. Because, guys, I'm going to let you in a little secret. If you keep thinking, you're going to get lost in your own thoughts. Thinking is just a part of the mind. The mind is a tool. It's not who you are. You are not located in your mind. Just because we see from our eyes does not mean we are inside our head. And it's a major misconception. The ego will always corrupt you. Whether you doubt, fear, or let's see, what's the other one? Doubt and fear are really the big ones, or doubt, fear, and hate. Any of those, they have their place, but they're meant to be overcome. If you dwell in them and you don't work through them, that's the point of this world. It's like the Buddhists say, pain is suffering. Or pain, I'm sorry, this existence is pain and suffering. And it is the same thing. Pain is suffering, and we go through it every day. But the point is, you're not actually living until you learn to overcome it. It's like somebody dies in your life. I'm sorry, but it happened for a reason. If you get sick, I'm sorry, but it happened for a reason. And you know what? I'm really serious. I am sorry. I can't stand that we go through this pain. It literally drives me nuts. That's why I'm on the radio. That's why I do my music. That's why I do my companies, is because I cannot understand how we don't see that we can live in a better world, that we can eradicate all this pain and suffering and evolve and change into an existence that takes care of its gifts instead of abuses them and throws them away. So anyways, folks, I'm going to get on some commercials and we're going to do some more with the songs here of the soul, and might do a little treat and show you some of what I do with my music so you can get a better idea.
My name is Dr. Eric Norman. I have studied vitamin B12 deficiency for over 35 years. I have developed the urinary MMA test to detect tissue B12 deficiency early, allowing treatment and prevention of permanent disability. B12 deficiency can cause anemia, but also neurologic problems such as spinal cord degeneration, paranoia, and dementia. B12 is found only in animal sources, so vegetarians become deficient. As people age, they may not produce enough stomach acid or intrinsic factor protein for absorption of B12 and become deficient. Up to 10% of seniors may have a normal serum B12 level, but a tissue B12 deficiency, causing a 3 times greater risk for heart attack, stroke, or Alzheimer's. For more information, visit b12.com.
You know the Constitution like the back of your hand. You've read books, listened to podcasts, attended lectures, surfed websites, and watched videos. You've made liberty your life's goal, but something seems to be missing. Stickers from LibertyStickers.com. Exercise your freedom of speech with the world's most dangerous bumper stickers. That's LibertyStickers.com. But wait, there's more. You can buy Liberty Stickers wholesale. Get them for 99 cents each when you put 100 or more in your shopping cart in any combination. Sell them or give them away. They're great for gun shows, flea markets, fairs, outreach, and more. Earn extra money, promote freedom, and spread the word. Need custom stickers, labels, or decals for your organization or business? Liberty Stickers makes them. Go to LibertyStickers.com to order or call 877-873-9626. LibertyStickers.com, the world's most dangerous stickers.
Are the resistance. Warriors, you are not alone. This is mercy. If you're listening to this message, warriors, you are the resistance. Warriors, you are not alone. There are pockets of resistance all around the planet. We are at the brink. Read about it in the Sovereign, newspaper of the resistance. Available now at newsstands everywhere. The Sovereign is a monthly 24-page tabloid newspaper featuring incendiary content about life during wartime in the age of Obama. Warriors, keep to date every month. Remember to read The Sovereign, newspaper of the resistance. Available at newsstands everywhere. This alert is for all you boppers out there in the big city, all you street people with an ear for the action. This is mercy. If you're listening to this message, warriors, you are the resistance. This is mercy. Mine will be the last voice you will ever hear. Don't be alarmed.
I am an autonomous government agent here to steal your livelihood.
Not so fast. I'm Sovereign Filing Solutions.
And I'm the Sovereign. We're teamed up
to bring you
the truth without censorship.
Are you tired of being fed multi-million-dollar media lies?
Are you ready for the real story?
Sovereign Filing Solutions has teamed up with the Sovereign newspaper to make sure you get it.
And not the BS this guy behind me wants to feed you.
Take the step, help make the change.
Oh, come on, that's not even fair. How are we supposed to rule indiscriminately if you know what's going on?
Thank you for tuning in to Freedomizer Radio, where we have a 24/7 chat room where you can come and share what's going on in the world with people of like mind. Anything and everything against the New World Order. Dial 347-324-3704 to catch our live shows. Beginning at 9 in the
Hello everyone, Proof is here. I want to let you know about our latest promotion on our freedomizerradio.com website. Our chat client Bark, BARC.com, is hosting a micro Bitcoin giveaway while supplies last. All you have to do is go to freedomizerradio.com, join our chat room, create a screen name, and type to your friends. And some micro Bitcoins will fall from the sky. Not only that, the more people that are typing, there will be some random lotteries as well. So just for typing to your friends, you can earn some micro Bitcoins. So who knows how long this will last, but join us now, freedomizerradio.com.
I'm Angie Morelli, and I'm with GMO Free Vegas. So what are we going to do about this now? Well, to begin with, we advocate the labeling of genetically engineered food, or foods with GMOs. Regardless of how you feel about the GMO issue, we can agree that we should at least have a choice of being informed about what we put into our bodies. We won't have a choice until these foods are properly labeled. We must remember who we're fighting in this battle. We are fighting corporations selling us poison, backed by corporations making us poison, and these corporations will only respond to one kind of vote, the vote that we make with our dollars. Recently, Yoplait faced so much criticism over high fructose corn syrup that they removed it from all of their yogurts. Right before and after the march against Monsanto in May, we saw major corporations like Whole Foods, Target, and Chipotle make major announcements about deciding to label and/or phase out GMOs. This is happening because of us, because we will solve this as making demands as consumers first. Starting right now, we're going to boycott corn. This is all you have to do, is don't buy corn. Corn on the cob, corn in a can, corn in a mix at a restaurant, any visible kernels of corn. All we are asking for people to do right now is to boycott corn. This is going to be a clear, completely simple message that will definitely get back to its makers. We won't stand for poison. We won't stand for cronyism, and that is why we march against Monsanto.
Good evening! Ancient of Days returns to freedomizerradio.com Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern for 90 minutes of adventures in history, ancient and modern, plus current events, here on freedomizerradio.com. See you there, Sundays, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you.
Are you dedicated to ending the New World Order? Well, it's time to make way for spontaneous order. Hi, I'm Eric Bell, host of Freedomizer Radio's new hit show, For Whom the Bell Tolls, where you will hear current events from a volunteer's perspective, philosophical libertarianism, and a roadmap to a free and stateless society. Tune in every Tuesday at 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific and 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. Are you dedicated to ending the New World Order? Well, it's time to make way.
There is a new program on the Freedomizer Network, Bloody Beak Radio, punching the New World Order in the nose. Bloody Beak Radio is here to inform you on a wide variety of topics revolving around current and recent events. The main thrust of the show is not just to inform you of the problems we face, but rather, how do we analyze them in a way that we can use to create counter-propaganda and use that knowledge in our everyday lives. In a sense, how do we market the truth? Bloody Beak Radio will give you the tools to win the information war so we can destroy the barriers that divide the people and have a peaceful revolution. Join your host, Kyle Baker, on Sunday evenings to have an honest discussion about how to win the numbers game and ensure that we decide the tipping point, not them.
Are you a fan of the NFL? Are you one of the millions worldwide that likes to wager on the game? If so, join NFL guru Kurt Haskell every Friday night from 10:30 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Every week, Kurt will put his 35 years of NFL gambling experience to the test. Feel free to call in and talk with Kurt as he discusses